Bianca Ferrar.
And I'm Steve Kometka. This is E! News Week in Review.
Omar Sharif's spokesmen are denying reports the actor suffered a mild heart attack in Paris. The actor fell ill after competing in an international bridge tournament. Sharif was treated for an undisclosed illness and was reportedly expected to be released from the hospital after a few days. He is best known for the roles in the film classics Dr. Zhivago, Lawrence of Arabia, and Funny Girl. Nirvana lead singer Kurt Cobain did not leave a will before taking his own life last month. This leaves his widow, Courtney Love, and their 21-month-old daughter as the only heirs to his estate. Court papers show Cobain left $1.2 million in assets and debts of nearly $750,000. Phil Donahue will not be showing an execution on his talk show after all. The North Carolina State Supreme Court rejected his request to televise the June 15th execution of murderer David Lawson. The idea came about when the inmate asked his death to be shown on TV. Donahue and Lawson say broadcasting the execution would draw attention to depression and its consequences. Donahue's attorney says he'll ask the court to reconsider. Rapper Luther Campbell is free on bail after being arrested in Miami for aggravated assault on his girlfriend. Campbell, a member of the group 2 Live Crew, was charged after he allegedly aimed a gun at his girlfriend during a fight at home. She claims he threatened to kill her and dump her in a lake. The rapper was released after posting a $7,500 bond.
Racking up weekly shopping bills of more than $2,000. This is far more important than that, I suppose. Straight ahead on E! News Week in Review, the passion of Stephen Sondheim's music leads the list of Tony Award nominees.
And later, you can see right through some of this year's sheerest summer fashions. And a photographer from the Kennedy White House years remembers Jackie. Plus,
I'm Greg Agnew. The race is about to begin. Get ready for the summer movie season. I'll bring you a preview coming up.
Nominations for the Tony Awards were announced this past week. Topping the list is the Stephen Sondheim play Passion. The dark adult musical about obsessive love captured 10 nods, including Best Musical. Running neck and neck with Passion is Disney's Beauty and the Beast. The stage adaptation of the box office hit is drawing family audiences to Broadway. It captured 9 nominations. And Tony Kushner's Perestroika earned 6 nominations, including Best Play. It's the second part of the award-winning AIDS drama Angels in America. The Tony Awards are closely identified with the Broadway Theater District in New York, but this year's nominations indicate New York no longer has a monopoly on top-flight theater productions. Amy Powell's in our newsroom with more. Amy.
Well, Bianca, several of the major nominees have one thing in common. Their roots are in Los Angeles. Disney's phenomenally successful film Beauty and the Beast made a smooth transition to the stage. It could win as many as 9 Tony Awards. The Tony winners will be announced June 12th. One other note, there's a newly established Tony category for Lifetime Achievement in the theater. And this year that award will go to Jessica Tandy and Hume Cronin.
Congratulations to both of them. By the way, is it true they had a hard time selecting the nominees this year?
They apparently had a very hard time. The Tony committee deliberated for something like 7 hours on Monday before they made their selections. And in fact, in one of the categories, Best Original Musical Score, they finally gave up and nominated only 3 shows instead of the usual 4. Bianca?
Well, we'll see who wins. Thanks, Amy.
In every city, Streisand has set aside blocks of tickets to go to her favorite causes. And in Detroit, many of the seats priced at $300 and up were earmarked for COTS, a shelter for homeless.
You can see forever and ever and ever.
Streisand opens in Los Angeles Tuesday. She'll perform 6 concerts here. The only voice of its kind. Coming up on E! News Week in Review, Andy Warhol's hometown pays tribute to the giant of pop art.
And a little later, high technology helps you fix those movies you'd like to change. Don't like the ending? Now do something about it. We'll show you how. Some popular musicians recently traded in their drumsticks and microphones for a paintbrush and canvas. Wednesday, some of their art was auctioned off in Los Angeles to raise money for AIDS. The event marks the 3rd annual Classic Rock Art Show sponsored by a Los Angeles radio station. On hand to exhibit their work were John Anderson from the group Yes and Brian Setzer, formerly from the Stray Cats.
Musicians are probably the most high profile of any group of people, and that it feels good to give something back, you know.
This year's theme was Poetry of Rock, which included handwritten song titles, original paintings, and music memorabilia. The auction benefits AMFAR, the American Foundation for AIDS Research. So to come on E! News Week in Review, the cool Caribbean rhythms of Top Jazz Festival.
And later,
stop by the big farewell cast party for Star Trek: The Next Generation, and you'll see right through some of the summer's raciest fashion.
More and more cities around the U.S. are holding jazz festivals as a way to attract tourists. One popular island destination outside the States is capitalizing on this trend with some big-name performers. David Allison is in our newsroom with more. David.
Talk about your tough assignments, Bianca. The West Indies island of St. Lucia may seem like a laid-back tropical paradise. However, some very unlaid-back St. Lucians found a way of turning their jazz scene green.
Jazz is hot.